Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru.
Religious people always want to impose on other people. Don't you think that very common saying, you know, you walk into a house and people that are very religious, you go, oh dear, watch out, I'm going to get told off here or something like this, yeah? And if you look at countries that are religious, they seem to want to impose their religion upon everybody. Like Malaysia, for example, just banned the word Allah for anybody who's not a Muslim. You believe that? In Guru Granth Sahib, see, the word Allah appears over 100 times. Now what are they going to say? Get your Guru Granth Sahib out of Malaysia? Because it's got the word Allah in it? The Christian Bible translation is full of the word Allah. They're going to retranslate the whole Bible. Jokes, in it? Malaysians don't exactly speak Arabic, are they? It's not their word, they took it from Islam. Yeah? What about Saudi Arabia? Do you think you can free to practice your religion over there? No. So let's talk a little bit about how would Sikhs respond to this. Do you want to impose? I'll give you a little example. People are using the same thing for Khalistan. They go, if Khalistan was ever made, it'd be full of religious nut jobs and no one ever want to live there because you'd be imposing yourself on everybody. Yeah? So here's the thing. Who's heard that story of this, that Guruji's horse wouldn't even go into a tobacco field? You heard that story? Yeah? So Guru Gobind Singh's on a horse and there's a field of tobacco growing and the horse refuses to go inside that field. Signifying that for Sikhs, yeah, tobacco is wrong. And in fact, you can't smoke as a Sikh. If any of you guys are smoking, you're thinking, I don't know, is it right or wrong? It's totally not allowed. Smoking is way out there. Yeah? So it's like one of the worst four things. So, because it's bad for your health, it makes sense. Their body is a temple, why are you going to poison it? Signifying some mental kind of thing where you love your body because you want to look after it so you can grow in spirituality, yet at the same time you're poisoning it. Now, Guruji's horse didn't go inside, but you never heard the story of Guru Gobind Singh telling the Sikhs to go and burn that whole field down and get rid of this thing. That didn't come up. So for the Sikhs, we're not allowed to do it. But if somebody else wants to go and smoke themselves to death, it's not my job to go and tell them you can't. Yeah? Obviously for kids you might say put some rules in place so that kids can't buy it because they're not yet sensible enough. When they get to a certain age, if they want to ruin themselves, go ahead. What about, for example, prostitution? Have you heard the story of Bhai Joga Singh? Joga Singh, yeah, he was like one of them Sikhs, like, I'm the best Sikh ever kind of Sikh, yeah. And he would say, if Guruji called me any time, I'd go straight away. I'm that good a Sikh. So Guru Gobind Singh tested him, yeah. On his wedding day, during his wedding ceremony, Guru Gobind Singh asked someone to call him to come to see him straight away. And Bhai Joga Singh, true to his word, in the middle of his marriage ceremony, gave his wife his kirpan and said, you go around the kirpan, I'm off. Guru Gobind Singh called me. Yeah? Ragged, isn't it? Now, what happens is that Bhai Joga Singh, unfortunately, has to travel a couple of days, or one overnight. And as he gets to this town, little village, he stays overnight there. But at night time, he's tempted now. He goes, my wedding night. I'm out here, all by my lonesome son. And he sees, the red light district, and he thinks maybe it's all right if I go in there, spend the night, my wedding night anyway, and I go on to see my Guru the next day. Who's going to know? End of the day. Story is that Guru Gobind Singh Ji knew about this, and they came and they protected Joga Singh from going inside that place. They disguised themselves as a doorman. And every time Joga Singh wanted to go up to that door, he saw that Sikh guy with a big beard standing there. He was a bit embarrassed. He was hoping that he would go off his shift, somebody else would come up. But Guru Gobind Singh stayed the whole night there. And Joga Singh couldn't go. And the next morning when he goes to see Guruji, he says, Guruji, you're looking very tired. You're looking very sleepy. And Guruji said, that's right. I had to stay up all night to stop a Sikh going inside a brothel. And he realized the Maharaj has kept his respect, kept him from breaking his own rules. Now, the story you don't hear about that is, you don't hear about Guru Gobind Singh Ji closing down the brothel. Yeah. No. So around us, we might be living in a den of iniquity, yeah? Prostitution, smoking, drugs, or in fact, in many ways, we are in the UK, living in that environment where it's totally everywhere. But it's not for Sikhs to go around banning these places down. What is for Sikhs is to not do them. Maharaj says, Jaise jal mein kamal ali. Have you seen lotus flower? It's got a property, lotus flower. If you pour water on it, it's got zero friction on the surface. It just rolls off. So Sikh is supposed to be like that. Within the mud, they look beautiful, and all the stuff around them just rolls off. And a quick point here, I've put in there about women. You know, at the moment, most religious people want to control women, make them cover up in a certain way, do this, do that, because they might tempt a man. Heaven forbid. Yeah? Now, Guru Gobind Singh Ji's example for the Sikhs is, control your eyes. Oh man, control your eyes. Don't look. If she's not your woman, don't look. It says very clearly, if she's older than you, she's like your mother. She's same age or younger, she's like your daughter or your sister. Sorry, same age sister, younger, it's like a daughter. Do not look. Not even do not touch, do not even look, and don't even in your thoughts think about it. It isn't such to say, oh, it's alright to look, no, don't touch, or you can think about it, you can look but don't touch. No. 3 things, yeah? In your mind, in your words, and your actions. Control all 3. Mana pachakaram. So your eyes are part of your actions. Maharaj says it's falsehood to look upon any other woman in beauty. That's an amazing thing, isn't it? Because we're not trying to control the woman, we're trying to control the man. Everybody themselves controls themselves, and that's it. Job done. A quick little point, about drugs, for example, yeah? Like, for example, I talked about the freedom of religion within our own country. So Guru Hargobind Sahib is making the mosque. That's freedom within a Sikh kingdom for people to practice another faith. But also, if you look at our society now, we're very unrealistic. The war on drugs, yeah? You heard about this war on drugs. It's the biggest failure of any war. Yeah? Like apparently, of all the drugs that go from England to Scotland, 1% gets stopped. How much do we spend to stop that 1%? Probably millions, isn't it? Why don't they say, you know what, 99% got through? Forget the 1%, let them all through, you know? Let's not spend those millions. No, that would be crazy. That's what they think, it'd be crazy. Look at the amount of troubles that are happening in South America right now because of the US trying to stop drugs coming inside their country. And yet the US remains the largest producer of marijuana in the world. A lot of hypocrisy in the world, yeah? Actually, Sikhi would say, legalize it. Yeah? Some people are thinking, that's great. No, sorry. Oh no, I'll be in those issues. Legalize it and regulate it. Don't let ban it.